Hello. So I'm going to show you how to add a new job order in your 10x system under the property maintenance tab. So this section is actually very easy to whether add a record into or to navigate around. It is divided into two parts. One is the search area, which you can find at the top. You can search for the specific job order that you have initiated previously in the system, either by entering the requisition number, which is the automatic serial number allotted to your job order that you have inputted in the system, or secondly, through the job order date or requisition date, then the property and the status of whether it's new or processed or closed job order. Now at the bottom, you can also find the data area. The data area actually enlists all of the job orders that you have like posted in the system and you have made a record out of. So as you can see that we have one record at the moment, and I'm going to show you how to add a new job order in the system. Very simply, we're going to click on the Add New button. Once we do that, we'll be redirected to another page in which we have to enter more in-depth details about the job order that we're going to initiate. So first is the requisition or the job order date. So when would you like to issue this job order? So let's say we would like to issue it for the 4th of March 2022, and the time is going to be the time that I'm going to initiate the job order. So let's say 11 o'clock. And then the property. So based on the properties that you have inputted in the system, then you can select the relevant one. So for us is three. And the unit, so the specific unit that we're talking about. So this is already set up in your property setup section previously. So you can easily just find and select the relevant unit and property that you're talking about specifically. So let's say unit 1101 and the unit type of whether it's an apartment, office, shop, villa, store, or parking. So it's an apartment. And the complaint type, so whether it's a water leakage, these are all also specified in the property setup section. So for us, it's going to be the water cut. And then the color names, this is going to be the owner's or the tenant's name. So let's say Miss Robinson. And the phone number, which is the landline number, will be entered here. And the mobile number is going to be the mobile or contact number. And the complaint details. So let's say you'll give a small description as to the reason or the complaint that was arisen by Mrs. Robinson or the tenant. So here we'll give the information about it. So here we will just mention customer has called and reported about sudden cut. Okay, and then once that is done and you've ensured that all of the information entered is correct after double checking, then you can click on save. Once you do that, the job order will be posted in the system under the job order section, as you can see in the maintenance tab, and then you're able to have a record of this. Now there is 4 buttons or 4 icons to the right side of the record, such as the edit, the preview, the delete, and the audited info. So the edit actually allows you to go back to the same screen that we just were in, and you can modify or change any of the data that you've entered in the system. In that section. Then second is the preview or show button. In this, you're able to again go back to the same page or the screen that we were in. However, it's just for revision purposes. You're just able to view the details that you've entered. However, you're not able to edit them while you are in the screen. And third is the delete button. So you're able to delete the record or this job order if you no longer require it or you do not need a record of it anymore. And lastly is the audited info. So the audited info actually is during the times that you have more than one user who is having access to the system. And through this method and through this button, you're able to figure out the name of the user who has made an or added a record in the system, followed by the modification time. If there has been any changes done by an employee, you can see and view who has exactly done the changes and the time and date as to when the changes were done. And lastly, last but not least, is the Excel button, which you can find to the left side of the Add New button. This Excel button allows you to export the data that you've entered in the system under job orders in an Excel format. So you're able to share this Excel format or sheet with any other outsourced employees that might be of relevance, or even you can keep it for your own revision purposes. However, it's just providing you with a chance to have a record of this outside of the system as well. So as you can see, the requisition number is provided to you, the requisition date, the property, the complaint type, and the status. So that is how you can get through adding and editing a job order in the 10X application. Thank you.